If you're a contractor doing between 1 to 3 million in sales per year, 96% of you are gonna fail in the next decade if you don't understand this one thing. I'll show you the real constraint at this stage and how to fix it before it kills your business. So I've worked with hundreds of contractors. At 1 to 3 million, almost all of them are chasing more leads, but that's not why they're stuck. Let me tell you about a client who is doing about 2.2 million a year, and they were losing money every single month. They didn't have a marketing problem at all. They had a systems problem. This client was doing about 2.2 million a year. They were losing every month to the tune of being almost $500,000 in debt. And the thing is, like, marketing was not their issue. There was an abundance of lead flow. The issue was they were losing money. They were underbidding jobs. They didn't know where their money was going. And because they didn't know where their money was going, they were never actually improving in terms of understanding their costs. So it was impossible for them to make money. They also had like 20% slippage from where they were estimating their profit was to where it actually was. And that doesn't get fixed until you do two things that we'll talk about later in this video, if you stay to the end. So again, at 2.2 million, he doesn't have a marketing problem. More leads wasn't gonna grow the business. Leads themselves don't grow business. Money and time grows the business, and he didn't have either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down his three main challenges, his pain points to fix. Pain point number one, he had absolute chaos in his job management. They were running over budget, over schedule. There was miscommunication among his internal team and with his subcontractors. Pain point number two, he didn't have any real systems like we have very clearly explained. Estimating, job costing, project management, all of it was done ad hoc, which is a fancy Latin word for saying do whatever the you feel like. And then pain point three, there were profit leaks everywhere. Profit margin disappeared. The owner was trapped in the weeds. The poor guy was just, it was like dumpster fire after dumpster fire. And so you fix one problem, another appears. And so what do you fix first? It's not another lead generation campaign. It is this. So the real constraint, guys, at 1 to 3 million, it is solved with systems. Let me explain. Until you build project management, estimating, and tracking systems, more leads just make the chaos worse, not better. Okay, you don't have enough time as it is. So you fix the leak before you turn up the faucet. So for example, an easy way for you to double your business overnight is about a $15 an hour contractor. Go get yourself an estimator from the Philippines, ideally an architect or an engineer, to write your scopes, write your takeoffs, get your quantities, build your selections checklists. That's gonna save you 15 hours per bid. You're already bidding at least 2 jobs a week. So that gives you 30 hours to do what? Invent, design, and implement more systems to buy yourself back more time. Once you fix your systems, you can then add employees, and then you can start scaling from 3 to 4 to 5 to 8 million. It becomes automatic. That's where the real growth starts. And so for you guys that have come to the end, one employee can double your production. So the thing is, if you hire that $15 an hour employee, the rough estimator that will allow you to estimate twice as much, you're gonna need to produce twice as much. So a really, really inexpensive and junior employee that you can hire, that you can find anywhere, I call it the logistics manager. $50,000 to $60,000 a year, this person makes sure that your material is everywhere it needs to be, when it needs to be, orders all your material for you, and does the job logs for your guys in the field, works the technology. As my favorite PM says, he doesn't do thumbs, okay? And so that one employee takes a $2.5 million project manager and turns that guy into a $5 million project manager. So if you're sitting at 2 million and you go and get yourself that estimator, that $10 to $15 an hour rough estimator to run your job tread and to run your takeoffs, your quantities, your specs, okay, that's gonna double your company. And by adding that inexpensive LM, that allows you to build the sales that you've doubled, and you've just gone from 2 to 4 million with 2 very inexpensive hires. So hey contractors, if you find my work here valuable, and if this is helping you, would you do me a favor and help me spread the word to other contractors so that we can elevate the industry as a whole? All I need from you is a like, a subscribe, and a follow. And then also, if you want to be super cool, drop your revenue in the comments and I'll tell you exactly what you should be focused on at your stage. And if you want the full roadmap of all 6 stages to 15 million, that's what I break down in my next video here.